everyone. Welcome to Coffee Chat. I'm your host, Kiran. I'm a student of public speaking, applied linguistics, and social sciences. I invite guests to Coffee Chat to share their stories and inspire you with their learning. Today, I have a very special guest joining us all the way from Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Ida Fatimawati. Dr. Ida is heading the School of Design and Art, Swinburne Sarawak campus. She's a TEDx speaker. She's a multidisciplinary researcher. And recently, Dr. Ida has been awarded the UN Women's Asia WEP Award 2020 in the Community and Industry Engagement category. And I can go on and on about her accomplishments. But before that, let me welcome Dr. Ida to Coffee Chat with Kiran. So Dr. Ida, we're talking about walk the talk as a leader. And you have been heading the School of Design and Art. As a woman leader, were there challenges that you had to face when you started?
As a leader, irrespective of your gender, you have to walk the talk. So this is how you lead. So you lead by showing that you are capable. You lead by example, showcasing what are the strategies, and it always has to be a common shared vision with the team. I initially started, I was trained in education, and I was actually the acting dean of the Faculty of Language and Communication. So when I was tasked to be the head of School of Design and Art, so this was obviously a huge challenge in the sense that I did not know this field. This is new to me, but in terms of management and leadership, there are skills that I have acquired over the years when I was the acting dean. What I did was overcome these challenges and to showcase to these the new team members, is in terms of the shared and common vision. So we do things collaboratively, and what I do is we leverage on each other's skills and experiences and work together towards a common goal, which is to grow the staff and, of course, in terms of capability, and to grow the school.
So the leader has to always show the team what the common vision is and lead by example towards that goal that is shared by the team. Dr. Ida, you have been recently awarded the UN Women's Award under the category of Community and Engagement. So with all these initiatives that you have been carrying out in the community, in the industry, in the organization, would you be able to share how have you been working towards women empowerment in the community?
So as an academic in a higher education institution, I wear many hats. So I'm a teacher, I'm a researcher, and also there's the leadership and service portfolio that we always hold as an academic. So I leverage on all these portfolios and become almost like a mediator in the sense that I connect people in terms of any community engagement or external engagement that I'm involved in. So let's say it's a research. For example, in 2016, I worked with a government body in terms of helping single mothers in terms of bringing up their literacy skills. So this was a direct impact of a research which looked into the challenges of how they are going to go back into the workforce. So there are many challenges that they face, because once you leave the workforce when you have a child, it's very hard to come back because the gap is so wide. So we looked into this and found out that some of the skills that needed were ICT skills, basic skills that we think we all already have, but they don't have at all. So based on that finding, we curated a lot of training for these single mothers, and in the divisions of Sarawak, we provided ICT training. So this helped them in the sense of getting back on their 2 feet and also looking for jobs.
And I also believe through financial literacy.
Yes.
And you were equipping them to go back into the workforce where they become relevant members of society. So do you think that this initiative would be also taken at a national level?
Yes, I believe so. So this was a continuation of the Single Mothers Project. So in 2018, we won an international grant to look into women entrepreneurs of a certain social economic status. We leverage on our role as a higher academic institution and provide this training. And once we do this, I connect them with certain NGOs who are willing to provide an e-platform for them to market their products as well. So it's almost like an ecosystem, I feel. So this is how we slowly empower them, and I'm very, very glad to hear there are many success stories.
So Dr. Ida, that brings me to the question. And there is this general notion that women can't work with other women.
To me, it is a huge advantage to work with other women, because we all have very special set of skills that we bring to the table, and it's unique. And it's something that we don't necessarily see in men leaders. So we have empathy, we are able to transform, and we have that kind of compassion, and that camaraderie that we have as sisterhood, I feel that that is a huge advantage in any endeavors that we participate in.
So sisterhood is something that all women should strive for, because together as women, we can move mountains.
Yes.
And the pool of resources that women can pull together with the empathy, the compassion.
And we're amazing multitaskers. There's a lot of things that we can achieve within such a short period of time. Just to cite an example, for example, that one project that we were looking at in terms of resources, we can just reach out and say, oh, she knows that person, and that connection and that network just creates magic.
Absolutely. Dr. Ida, what would be your last message to our viewers today?
First of all, I think it's very, very important to have a positive attitude. With this positive attitude, you will see things in a very different lens. So things that are perceived as challenges or obstacles will be seen as opportunities. And instead of saying, oh, I can't do this, embrace it, embrace those opportunities. And always set goals. It can be a short-term goal, long-term goal, but always invest in those goals and be strategic with that positive attitude.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ida, for sharing your words of wisdom with our viewers today. As a leader, you walk the talk. You have brought in changes in the community, empowered other women to give them the skills and the tools where they can come back into community. You're an inspiration to many women in Malaysia, in Sarawak in particular, and I'm sure there are many takeaways for our viewers today who are going to look at leadership and women leadership in organizations and see that if you have a vision, there may be obstacles, there may be challenges, but if you are driven, you will always succeed. Thank you so much, Dr. Ida, for joining me today for Coffee Chat.
Thank you for having me.